Today is a very auspicious day, the appearance day of one of the prominent disciples of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. And it is special also, it is 125th anniversary of his appearance. So this year I got this book from his successor, Srila Bodhayan Maharaj. So I will read from his book, the biography of his Gurudev. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. During autumn in Bengal, amidst Navaratri Durga Puja celebration, now it is going on, the clouds were blissfully moving about in the sky. Out of bliss, Indradev was sprinkling rain from time to time, creating a cool atmosphere. The penetrating sounds of the traditional Bengali drums, dhak, were resounding through the environment in the festive mood of Durga Puja. It seemed like the autumn season. Durga Devi and the King of Heaven, Indradev, were happily welcoming a spiritually significant baby boy. He was born in the early hours of the morning on Wednesday, 19th October, 1898, fourth day of the waxing moon cycle of the Navaratri festival, Gaur Chaturdashi. So same Wednesday like today, but one day later, 19th October. The baby appeared in a rigid Chakravarti Brahmana family on the banks of the Kapotaksha river in Ganga Nandapur village, Jessore district, Bangladesh. The father Tarini Charan Chakravarti and the mother Ram Rangini Devi named their baby Pramod Bhushan Chakravarti. Tarini Charan means his father was a school teacher. He was not so financially well off, so his wife Ram Rangini Devi began to run a Goshala, taking care of cows and selling milk. One day, when Pramod Bhushan was around 6 or 7 years old, he was assisting his mother in the Goshala when he noticed that his mother was discriminating between the cows, giving straw, mustard cakes, sesame cakes, jaggery, that is gur, and other nutritious foods to some cows, and giving mediocre, like medium, food to the other cows. Out of curiosity, he asked his mother why she was acting in this way. His mother said, I am giving the good food to the cows who are providing us with milk, and not to the ones who do not give us milk. At least she was giving food. But here in Western countries, when they stop giving milk, they kill. They don't feel any necessity why they should be alive. We have nothing out of them, so why? But at least she was giving food. But even this was for Maharaj not proper. Immediately, the young Pramod Bhushan said, I am not benefiting you in any way. Rather, you are forced to spend lots of money on maintaining me. So why are you giving me good food? From today onwards, please treat me as you are treating the cows who don't give milk. Can ordinary child say like that? 6, 7 years old? Not possible. One day, Ram Rangini Devi was preparing to cook a fish, which was still alive and writhing in severe pain. At that time, Pramod Bhushan had just arrived home from school and witnessed the agony of the fish, which brought tears to his eyes. His mother thought, "Today my son must have quarreled with his classmates at school." To pacify him, she began to speak in an affectionate tone. "Has anything happened to you today? Did someone scold you? Tell me, who has told you what? Speak to me, my dear child." With tears in his eyes, Pramod Bhushan replied, "Mother, why are you not chopping me into pieces and cooking me? I am also helpless, like that fish. How can you clean this bloody fish, cook it, and then eat it? If you ever bring fish into this kitchen, I will never eat anything cooked here again. This is my final resolution." Hearing these intelligent words of the small boy, Mother Ram Rangini Devi became struck with wonder. From that day onwards, no fish was ever brought into or cooked in the kitchen. Pramod Bhushan had empathy and compassion for all living beings since his childhood. That is possible only for a Vaishnava. For all living beings. While living in Ganga Nandapur, Pramod Bhushan had the association of his neighbor Bhakti Ratna Thakur, who was a god brother of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Means both were initiated by Bipin Bihari Goswami. That is Diksha Guru. But you know, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave more importance on Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. He was perfected soul, Siddha Mahatma. Due to his compassionate nature towards all living beings, Pramod Bhushan received much affection from Bhakti Ratna Thakur and was engaged in the service of Bhakti Ratna Thakur's personal deities, Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan. During his services to Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan, Pramod Bhushan had the opportunity of seeing Bhaktivinoda Thakur when the later visited Bhakti Ratna Thakur. So he had darshan of Bhaktivinoda Thakur also. In 1915, being inspired by Bhakti Ratna Thakur, Pramod Bhushan made his first visit to Mayapur to see Bimala Prasad. Bimala Prasad means son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, means later Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. In 1915, he came to see him. One winter night, during his service to Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan, Pramod Bhushan accidentally forgot to offer Madan Mohan a blanket before putting him to rest. Pramod Bhushan suffered the entire night due to the cold weather in his own house and was afflicted by a fever. Furthermore, on that very night, Madan Mohan complained to Bhakti Ratna Thakur, saying, "I am suffering from cold now." Early the next morning, Pramod Bhushan went to the Madan Mohan temple while still in a feverish state. There he met Bhakti Ratna Thakur, who, without paying any attention to his physical distress, immediately told him, "Take a bath in the cold pond and offer a blanket to Madan Mohan. That will relieve you of your ailment. So he was serving in that house and was suffering in his own house. And now, immediately, he told him this is the reason. Pramod Bhushan followed the instructions, and as a result, he was relieved of the distress born of the fever and cold, and he felt genuine bliss. Before his initiation, Pramod Bhushan was already experiencing direct reciprocations with the deities of the Lord. Pramod Bhushan initially studied in his village school. He then completed his high school in Baruipur, located in the 24 Parganas near Calcutta, and completed his honors degree in chemistry from Bangavasi College, Calcutta. He was then employed as a port officer. Pramod Bhushan regularly attended Bimala Prasad's spiritual discourses in the evening after work at the Ulta Dingi Junction, Gauriya Math. Now ISKCON, Radhanath Swami, they purchased that building again and they renovated, and now you can visit there. This was the first Gauriya Math. All our Guru Vargas, our Parang Gurudev, Keshav Goswami Maharaj, all they met, means they joined in that Gauriya Math. That is where Bhakti Saraswati Thakur was speaking that verse of Bhagavatam for 1 month. Our Gurudev used to say that happened there. So if Krishna wills, I don't know yet, I may be able to visit this math this year, but it depends on Krishna's will. Everything is his will. So there he used to hear Harikatha, like our Parang Gurudev also. And so many others, all prominent disciples of Prabhupada, also Sridhar Maharaj, all they were there. They all joined this math. Ulta Dangi or Ulta Dingi Junction Gauriya Math. One day, Pramod Bhushan, even Swami Maharaj also met Prabhupada there in that math and spoke with him first time. One day, Pramod Bhushan returned home from his office to his rented room and changed his clothes. He was putting on his shoes to leave for the evening lecture when suddenly a scorpion, which was hiding inside the shoes, stung him and bit him. Pramod Bhushan's attraction for hearing Srila Prabhupada's discourses was so great that even the severe pain of the bite could not keep him confined at home. He rushed to the mat. There, the transcendental mellows of Srila Prabhupada's lecture made him forget about the pain of the scorpion bite, but the moment the discourse was over, he began to feel severe pain. At the end of his recitation, Srila Prabhupada, being omniscient, knows everything, said to Pramod Bhushan, "It seems that something has happened to you." Pramod Bhushan narrated the whole incident, to which Srila Prabhupada replied, "Your eagerness to hear the discourses while ignoring the scorpion sting has certainly amazed me. From today onwards, you should try to attend your office while staying in the mat." Pramod Bhushan took these words to heart and happily returned to his rented room, paying no heed to the severe pain he was experiencing. So before he was staying outside of the mat and coming to here, Harikatha. And so attracted, even now Prabhupada told him, better you stay in the mat and go for a job there. Srila Bhakti Hridoy Bongo Sai Maharaj also, when he was asked, how did you manage? Because in the beginning of Gauriya Mat, the living was very austere. There was no good rooms, no good arrangement, bathroom and all. Prasad was also very light, only rice and one watery sabji. But you were coming from high aristocratic family, how you could manage? Then he said it was some difficulty, but I forgot everything when in the evening I heard Harikatha of Prabhupada. Then when hearing that Harikatha, then I knew, yes, for this reason I am here. I don't want to be anywhere else. Any trouble or difficulty, no problem, but for this purpose I am here. Such was the Harikatha of Prabhupada, because Prabhupada is realized, so coming from Gol. His Harikatha is direct Harikatha, not theoretical. That Harikatha is not different from Krishna. Everyone were getting transcendental bliss and they were transported to transcendental realm immediately by that Harikatha. That is why Puri Goswami Maharaj was not caring about scorpion bite also. He went to hear Harikatha. Such Harikatha like of Shukadev Goswami like that is not everywhere you can find. There is degree of quality of Harikatha also. Many may speak Harikatha, but not same quality. Pramod Bhushan began staying at the mat while continuing to work. 2 years later, at the age of 23, Pramod Bhushan received Harinam, Mantra Diksha, and saffron cloth on Janmashtami from Srila Prabhupada. He was thereafter known as Pranavananda Brahmachari and became a full-time member of the Gauriya Mat. Srila Prabhupada gave Pranavananda a pen and engaged him to take dictation from Srila Prabhupada and serve as editor of the daily spiritual newsletter, Dainik Nadia Prakash. Since Pranavananda was so dedicated to Srila Prabhupada, he was engaged as a Kirtaniya, Pujari, and personal servant of Srila Prabhupada. From 1923 to 1936, Srila Prabhupada kept Pranavananda, whom he lovingly called Pranab, that is Om, that Pranab, near to him as much as possible. And Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj also told, I heard from Bodhaya Maharaj, he said, you don't know my Prabhupada. That is why you are not having full respect or full faith to him, because you don't know my Prabhupada. He said, when we were walking morning walk, we were 3, Ananta Vasudev Prabhu, Sundarananda and me. And while walking, he was chanting Mala, and at the same time we were walking, and he dictated article to Sundarananda, some portion, and then he dictated to me or Ananta Vasudev some portion, and then to the third one some portion. Again he came to that article, but they were all 3 different articles. And again like this, doing everything. So how that is possible? To have such attention to write spiritual article and 3 at the same time. Not one full and then next one full, and like, no, in between, without any difficulty. And daily newspaper was there. This Dainik Nadia Prakash. That is not possible for ordinary man. After Srila Prabhupada's, and that also Puri Goswami Maharaj also told. One day, Prabhupada told me, now you will have to write articles also for the newspaper, that magazine. Then Puri Goswami said, no, I am not qualified. I can take your dictation and I can write, that is okay, but I cannot write article. Then Prabhupada said, no, you will have to write articles. And he gave him pen. Then because it was the order of Prabhupada, so Puri Goswami Maharaj was thinking, what I have to do now? I have to obey the order of Gurudev. So because he was taking dictation, every article would start at the beginning, Guru Gaurango Jayata. All glory to Guru and Gaurango. So he started, and when he wrote Guru, that time pen automatically start to write. And since that time, his pen never stopped. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Because if someone is surrendered to Guru, then by Guru's grace, that will come. Spiritual topic. That is the only way. Without surrender to Guru, you cannot give any spiritual topic. Outwardly it may seem, but real substance cannot come without being fully surrendered to Guru. So our Gurudev also told, I saw him. Whole night he was writing in our mat, in Chaitanya Gauriya Mat, Calcutta. His Bhajan Kutir is still there. Whole night writing. After Srila Prabhupada's physical departure, Pranavananda left Bagbazar Gauriya Mat and stayed with his god brothers, Bhakti Hridoy Gosai Maharaj and Akinchan Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj in a rented apartment in Toliganj, Calcutta. This is South Calcutta. I was there in Toliganj. There is the appearance place of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Toliganj. From our mat, if you go, that time we went with taxi. Now metro also is possible. That place, Toliganj. One day before sunrise, a widow appeared at the doorstep of the apartment and was asking for Pranavananda. Pranavananda had opened the door and was surprised to see this widow looking for him, as he did not even know who she was. The widow explained, I had these deities of Radha Krishna at home, but was not worshipping them. Last night, Radha Krishna came in my dream and told me to bring them to you at this very address. You see, they're not statue deities. They're omnipotent, omniscient, everything supreme. How they know about Pranavananda and this address? Please accept these deities from me. Otherwise, my whole family will be destroyed. This is what I was told in my dream. Pranavananda happily accepted the deities because it is by his desire. His mother used to worship Shri Shri Radha Gopinath deities at her home. Due to his attachment to his mother and her deities, he named this newly received deity Shri Shri Radha Gopinath. Also, one time, Srila Bhakti Rakshidhar Dev Gosai Maharaj and our Parangurudev, that time Hayagriv Brahmachari, they were engaged in collection in Calcutta, but that day they went some far place unknown to them. Collection means they will go from door to door and they will explain, we are from Gauriya Math, we are worshipping Guru Gauranga Radha Krishna. This is our philosophy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching. You please give something for this service. In this way, they would speak Harikatha and collect for the service of the Math. Not to beg, but to give others opportunity of service, Sukriti. So they came to one totally unknown place and they came to one house and they start to speak, and that husband was not like so much willing to give. Then he called his wife that they came from Gauriya Math. If you want to give something, then wife said, oh, from Gauriya Math they came. Yes. You give this my necklace to them. Means she came and she said, I'm giving you this necklace. Because some maybe previous night or 2 days back, she said, I got a dream and one girl, very beautiful, she said, I am Radharani of Gauriya Math. I am Radharani of Gauriya Math. Someone stole my necklace. So I need your necklace. So you give for the service of me for Gauriya Math. Because I am Radharani of Gauriya Math. Then when she told to Param Gurudev and Sridhar Maharaj, they said yes, because that time was Janmashtami festival, that long 1 month festival. He said many people coming, really someone stole necklace from Radharani. That we know, that someone stole. So how it was arranged that they went to some unknown place, they never were there and far, and that particular house they came, and husband did not want to give anything. But wife said, oh, they are from Go. Yes, I will give. So how that is possible? Deities are themselves Radha Krishna, or means real deities. Not there are many statues there. They want to take money for that reason. That is no Krishna there. But real deities worshipped by real devotees, they can speak, they can do anything. They inspired them to come to that house. Here also, how this widow knows the name of Pranavananda and he's taking this address. Thereafter, according to the request of his senior godbrother, Kunja Bihari Vidyabhushan, later known as Srila Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Gosai Maharaj, Pranavananda became the temple in charge and Pujari at Lord Chaitanya's birthplace, Jogapith Temple, Mayapur. He also served as the editor of the Gauriya magazine. That was weekly. Dainik Naudya Prakash was daily. One night, Srila Prabhupada appeared in Pranavananda's dream and initiated him with this sannyas mantra. The next morning, he wrote down the mantra in his diary. On 3rd March 1947, the Ekadashi Tithi preceding Gaur Purnima, Pranavananda formally took sannyas at the Gaur Gadadhar temple in Champahati from his very dear godbrother, Srila Bhakti Gaura Baikanash Gosai Maharaj, and received the name Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj. For over 8 years, until 1955, Srila Puri Gosai Maharaj continued serving at the Jogapith temple in Mayapur. So he got mantra from Prabhupada in dream, and then also other formalities, dress, and all this from his godbrother. But the point was that Prabhupada wanted him to take sannyas Also, he appeared in similar way to Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. And he appeared in dream to Srila Swami Maharaj. And he told him in dream, you will have to go to America. So Guru is eternal. And when he wants to guide, he can do either in meditation during practice or in dream or something. But we have to be eligible for that. Those who are surrendered souls, surrendered disciples, they can get. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj moved to the banks of the Ganga at Kalna in April 1955, where he lived for 3 years, engaging in intense spiritual practice. In 1958, on the day of Radhashtami, the king of Burdwan district gave Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj the ancient temple of Ananta Vasudev located in Kalna. In 1961, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj requested Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj to look after the publication department of Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math. In accordance with his god brother's request, Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj handed over the responsibility of the Ananta Vasudev temple to his god brother, Nani Gopal, that is disciple one of Prabhupada, and shifted to Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math to serve as the chief editor of the Chaitanya Vani magazine and as the head of all publications of the institution. Our Chaitanya Gauriya Math in Calcutta, there he came. And our Parangurudev made his room above his own room. Directly above his own room, he said he is my senior god brother, so he should stay above me on my head so I can get his blessing, dust from his lotus feet. Directly, just same, just above. And you will find, even in the books of our Gurudev published, that is after the disappearance of Parangurudev, everywhere Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj wrote introduction, preface, and those things. And so many Chaitanya Vani articles are there because he was always writing. And it was also Puri Goswami Maharaj who gave permission to our Gurudev. Our Gurudev told, I came to the mat, but after so many years, my heart is still not purified. I want to sing the glories of Vaishnavas. Then my heart can be purified. So I want to write all the biographies of personal associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he came to take blessing from Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj. Then he said, yes, you write. I will help you whenever you will need anything. And Puri Goswami Maharaj also added sometimes some things and edited all this. And it was Puri Goswami Maharaj who ordered his own followers, disciples, that they should see that this book should also be translated into English. It's a very important book. So then it was published. In Bangla, it is in 2 volumes, English 1 volume. Through the will of the Lord, and yes, here it is going to Gopinath. So Puri Goswami Maharaj was staying in our Chaitanya Gauriya Math, and he was engaged in all preaching programs with Parangurudev, and in all new installations of the deities he was doing. Our Gurudev told from morning till night he did not eat anything, and very perfectly he was doing everything with great faith and sincerity, not caring for anything. That was his health, his food, nothing. Only he was fully absorbed in doing all these functions and installation, everything very perfectly. And during night he was writing. He said, because that time I get peace. not all sleeping, so I can peacefully write. And many times did not sleep at all. I heard from Bodhaya Maharaj. He said that sometimes he was so absorbed in writing, he forgot about time and everything. Then the bell for Mangal Arati, like 10 minutes before, that bell is coming for Mangal Arati. And Puri Goswami Maharaj said, oh, Mangal Arati. And he was writing till that time, whole night. Oh, Mangal, okay. Then he just continued his day normally. He took bath. Madan Maharaj gave bath and doing his anik and chanting like nothing happened. Many times like this, because they are beyond sleep. And it was also in our Calcutta mat. One man came from Behala to Puri Goswami Maharaj, very important one man. Yes, very important man, rich, and educated, some professor, some high university. Then he wanted to take initiation from Puri Goswami Maharaj. Then Puri Goswami Maharaj asking, where are you coming from? He said, from Behala. Then he said, then why you are not taking there from Srila Bhakti Kumud Shanta Goswami Maharaj? His temple is there. He's my god brother. You should take from him. Then you will get more opportunity of serving your Gurudev. You go there. He's like Ganga water and I'm like ordinary water. So like this. Nowadays, there are some who are grabbing and competing for getting disciples, especially rich disciples like this, trying to get. But he was not in that category. He's a pure devotee. He sees about the service of Krishna. And one lady came very sick. She will die. Doctors already said you will die after a few days. She came to Puri Goswami Maharaj in our Calcutta mat and she told him, I will die, so what I have to do. Then Puri Goswami Maharaj, from his transcendental vision, he said, no, you go to Vrindavan and you go to that Keshighat at that particular time, he told. At that time, Krishna will take bath there. That time you drink that Jamuna, his Charanamrita, and then you go to Niduvan, that Seva Kunja, at that particular time, Radharani, I forgot now, means you have to take that dust or something. Then she did that and she was fully cured and became devotee. Till now, her health is okay. So not ordinary person. Our Gurudev told he saw him reciting whole Chaitanya Charitamrita from Jagannath temple on Ratha Yatra day till Gundicha. And he was very good Kirtaniya, all Ashtakalya Lila songs and everything he was singing. And everywhere he was with. And our Gurudev got much affection from him and guidance. If there will be some time, I can read. Means I can tell later, but I want to read till the end of this biography. Through the will of the Lord, Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj established Sri Gopinath Gauriya Math in Mayapur in 1987. In just a short period of time, many centers manifested throughout India at Medinipur, Calcutta, Jagannath Puri and Vrindavan. Although he was at a very advanced stage, Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj established perfect deity worship, Goshalas, spiritual publications, and so on in Sri Gopinath Gauriya Math. He gave shelter to many spiritual seekers. Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj was very much attached to Gadadhar Pandit. Therefore, he established the deities of Sri Sri Gaur Gadadhar in the Mayapur temple. One hot summer afternoon, Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj suddenly told the temple manager to immediately call for the pujari who was serving the deities in the temple room. When the pujari entered his bhajan kutir, there in Mayapur, you have to go to that place. It's a very thick atmosphere when you enter his bhajan kutir in Mayapur. You can feel spiritual vibration there. Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj gravely exclaimed, "Why did you hit Gadadhar with your elbow?" To Pujari, he said. "You better beg for forgiveness, otherwise you will be entangled in material life very, very soon." As soon as the Pujari left the room, the temple manager, who was standing by the side of Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj, spoke. "Guru Maharaj, how did you know that the Pujari hit Gadadhar Pandit in deity in temple? The temple room has no windows and the doors were completely closed." Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj replied, "Baba, Gadadhar Pandit personally came here to me in my room and complained to me, saying that the Pujari had hit him and misbehaved with him." Such was the intense meditation and perfection in deity worship that Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj exhibited. And one time also, yes, it is not mentioned here, but I heard from Srila Bodhaya Maharaj, one time when he was massaging Puri Goswami Maharaj, suddenly Puri Goswami Maharaj was feeling, oh, it's very hot, very burning, and Bodhaya Maharaj also felt, suddenly his body became very hot and did not know why. Then Puri Goswami Maharaj said, something is wrong. In some of our branches, you call to Calcutta or you call. And they called, and really in Calcutta, by mistake of Pujari, that fire caught one Govardhan Shila. And that burning sensation Puri Goswami Maharaj was feeling. Then when they solved that fire there, then it was okay. So direct connection with Supreme Lord. Here also, Gadadhar Pandit told me that Pujari did not say anything. Why? Because he knew really he did that. The point is the Gaur Gadadhar on the left side, then Gaurango Radha Gopinath, and Baladev Subhadra Jagannath and Rishinga deities. So they're quite close. So when he was dressing Krishna, that Gadadhar was too near and he like pushed him with the elbow. So Gadadhar complained. You tell to Pujari why he's hitting me. So Pujari did not say anything because he knew it was true. In 1997, Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj wrote his will and his successor. Following in the footsteps of his dearmost Gadadhar Pandit, Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj expressed his desire to take Kshetra Sannyas in Jagannath Puri Dham and live there permanently until the time of leaving his body. At 2:10 a.m. on Monday, 22nd November 1999, in his Bhajan Kutir at Sri Gopinath Gauriya Math's branch located in Jagannath Puri Dham, Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj physically departed from this world. I was in India at that time. In Braja Mandal, we were doing parikrama in the room with many of his disciples, Western disciples. Then suddenly in the morning that news came that he disappeared, and they all went, and Gurudev told, whatever pure devotee does is for the eternal benefit of all. Prior to leaving his body, he had said, since my Gurudev Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, Parang Gurudev Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and God brothers are all in Samadhi in Mayapur, I would also like to be put into Samadhi there after leaving my body. According to his will, his body was brought to Mayapur and put into Samadhi in the premises of his temple. Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj's entire life shows the example of serving his Guru Parampara with full sincerity, purity, humility, and tolerance. He was the embodiment of the third verse of the Shikastaka, Trinada pi sunichana, tarora pi sahisnuna, amanina manadena kirtanya sadakuri. And also, you know, our Gurudev was requested by many of his disciples, especially in North and West India, that he should also go preaching in Western countries. Then Guru said, no, why I will go? I did not, why I will go? Then they said, to rescue the fallen souls. Then Guru said, I did not rescue myself. How I can rescue others? That is false vanity. I will not go. Then they were repeatedly pressing. Then Guru said, there's so much money we will spend for nothing. People, they are giving money for the service of Krishna. How I can misuse that money? I'm not interested in sightseeing. And again they were pressing. Then Gurudev said to them, my Gurudev disappeared from this world, but my Shiksha Gurudev is still present in this world. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, I will ask him what he will say, that I will. So Gurudev said, I was thinking that he will not allow me to go, because Puri Goswami Maharaj was strictly following all purity principles, and Western countries, they're not following, and so he thought, if he will say no, you should not go, then I will say, you see, I will not go. Gurudev is saying. So when Gurudev approached Puri Goswami Maharaj and he said they are all requesting me I should go to foreign countries, then Puri Goswami immediately now Gurudev said, there will be any benefit? Then Puri Goswami Maharaj said immediately, yes, you have to go. Because it is the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it is the desire of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it is the desire of my Gurudev. You have to go. You have to spread the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. That is not only for India. It is for everyone. You have to go. That is your duty. You have to inform them that in this Kali Yuga, they are very fortunate. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, and that by chanting Harinam, they can be rescued and can get ultimate goal of life. That you have to tell everywhere. Then Guru Maharaj said, I was surprised. And then next year again he approached him after Navadip Parikrama, again Puri Maharaj, same thing. And then Gurudev also went to Saurabh Bhakti Sar Maharaj, another disciple of Prabhupada, also staying in Mayapur that time. And Guru said, when I asked him, he said same thing, everything same. Then the third year, Gurudev approached him, and Puri Goswami Maharaj said, already I told you, why you are thinking? You don't worry, because some in Calcutta said to Gurudev, why you want to go there? They have no time. They are always after money only. They're 24 hours, they are working for money. They will have no time to listen to you. Only maybe Saturday, Sunday, they may give some little time. Otherwise, you will sit idle there. You should not go. Waste of time and money and everything. Then Puri Goswami Maharaj told, no, you have to go. Whether they will accept or not, you should not think about this. You have to do your duty. You have to give this message to everyone. And there are some who will accept. So why you want to deprive them? You have to go. And he said, I will write you a letter. So Puri Goswami Maharaj wrote one letter. Now it was translated from Bengali to English. How gave all instructions for Western preaching. So Gurudev went and he said, I had so many programs everywhere where I went, not only ISKCON temples, other temples and household and other devotees of Gauriya, so many, I had no time to rest. And always I was surrounded. Yes, then Gurudev told, Then I said to Puri Goswami, okay, you are telling me to go, but I am fallen soul. I did not rescue myself. If I will go there, then seeing that opulence and these things, then if I will get spiritual fall, then will you rescue me? You will take responsibility for me. Then Puri Goswami Maharaj said, your Gurudev will take responsibility for you. You don't worry. You go. Then Gurudev went and he said, everywhere I was surrounded by devotees so that I cannot have any spiritual fall. That was all the grace of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he told. Of course, Gurudev is liberated soul, but he's teaching us by his own example that this is not a joke. And preaching is not for sightseeing, for this ego, I'm guru, I will rescue others. All these things Gurudev had to teach by his own example. Because we have such desires, so Gurudev showed no. Preaching means we have to satisfy Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Gurudev, for their service, we have to do for our own eternal benefit. Not out of any false ego or for any other desires and wasting money and all this. So Gurudev then went, and Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj told to all his disciples, after me, you take shiksha from Srila Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. For all he told. That is why many of his disciples, even also foreigners, they were staying with our Gurudev. Also Bodhayan Maharaj regularly, he used to come to visit our Gurudev and consult with him on this. So our Gurudev told many pastimes with him, but he said very sincerely he was doing bhajan with great faith and everything perfectly, without any mistake in writing. There is no need of proofreading after him, because everything is correctly perfect. So here, further, his eternal identity in Golok Vrindavan is Sri Palash Manjari, who picks flowers for the service of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath. So that is a real Manjari, not imaginary, real maidservants of Radharani. They came to assist Nayanmuni Manjari in her preaching all over the world. Nayanmuni Manjari means Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. She was ordered by Radharani, you have to go, because it is necessity. Now people, they deviated. So many Apasampradayas, they are there, they are wrongly preaching, wrongly doing. So the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not proper, so not properly presented. So Radharani sent Kamala Manjari, means Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, to, out of compassion for conditioned souls, to give the real teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunarti Kalo, Samarpayito, Unato Jalarasa Sabhakti Shriya. That. And Prabhupada also got so many assistants, like Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri, our Parangurudev, all. They are all Manjaris. They are pure devotees, real devotees. So Palash Manjari, and that is her seva, but they are doing different kinds of seva according to different days. This is only some indication. Different Ashtakali Lila, the timing, they are having certain fixed seva, and also according to Lila, if it comes, other sevas also according to necessity. Some is Nitya seva, that is fixed, another is Noimitic seva, circumstantial. If it is required, then they are always ready to serve. Our Gurudev also told this is my seva, or any other seva, they give. So they are real manjaris. So today is Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj's appearance day. I was present in his last Vyasa Puja in 99 in Puri Dham, although I could not see him with these eyes because he was in the room, but I was there with Gurudev. But I was present in that program and saw that photo. And also Gurudev, when we came back to our temple that night, on the same day, Gurudev was speaking this in Harikatha, that those who are sincere, means those who have desire to serve Krishna, sincere souls, they will get bona fide Guru. By Krishna's grace, that connection will be made. Because Krishna knows everything what is in our heart. So he is making that. So those who are sincere for eternal welfare, they will get bona fide Guru. And also when I bought that book of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, that time in 99, Art of Sadhana, that time it was published. Then I brought that book to Gurudev and I requested him to write some blessing there. Then Gurudev, seeing the photo of Puri Goswami Maharaj, he will bless you. And Gurudev meant that. Like, no, he will bless you. Like, I cannot bless you, he will bless you. Gurudev was always in that full respect towards him and to his own Guru. So he will bless you. So today I read something from that book to receive mercy. So today is Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj's appearance day. His glories and pastimes, they are unlimited. I am bowing down to his lotus feet. I am remembering his deity forum there in Mayapur, Samadhi. I used to visit there many times. So I'm bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy, for pure devotion to Krishna and his devotees. Tomorrow we will hear. Today I read from book, his book, that topic came out, that we have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from real Vaishnava. And even after hearing Bhagavatam from real Vaishnava, there are different qualities of hearing. So we have to attentively hear, and also after hearing, we have to think about what we heard. Quoting that Gokarna and that story, why only Dundukari was liberated after Bhagavad Saptah and others not? Then the Vaikuntha Parshadas, they said, because the quality of hearing was not same. Dundukari was attentively hearing and thinking what he heard. After Harikatha was thinking, meditating on what he heard, but they did not. So then again they requested Gokarna to speak Bhagavatam, and he did again after some time. Then they were all attentively hearing and also thinking. Then all were going to Golok, Vrindavan. So tomorrow we'll hear Srimad Bhagavatam.